I just took a brand new Shopify store from $0 to $5K a day in less than 1 week, and in this video I'm going to share with you the full strategy so you could use it to launch your own high-ticket e-commerce store. But first, let me show you the product that we sold for over $5,000 in less than 1 day. So this store is a electric bike niche. As you could see, we sold this bike for over $6,500, and it was the Rambo Megatron Extreme Performance bike. So as you can see, this is an electric bike product, and we were able to give a take-home profit of 20%. So we had about $1,500 take-home profit from this one single order. Now, before you scroll away and say scam, hear me out, because what I'm about to show you is the same cash flow printing machine that college dropouts and young kids are using to become the next millionaires in today's digital economy. And with the same business model, my partner and I have been able to scale our e-commerce stores to over $5 million last year, all while working from the comfort of our home. Mi casa, su casa. And I didn't do anything special. I just followed the fundamentals that I'm about to share with you. And by the end of this video, you're going to have such a strong understanding of each of the fundamentals so that you can go out there and replicate these results for yourself. This business model is known as high-ticket e-commerce, and it works the way it does for 3 main reasons. You work with suppliers that aren't from China, but from your local US market. You run ads to buyers that already have purchase intent for your products, and you build a sustainable business that actually takes care of the customer service. You see, so many dropshipping gurus out there are still preaching and telling you to dropship from AliExpress or Alibaba, which is completely outdated and makes me sick to my stomach. When I still hear the word winning product, man, like you are in the stone ages. Listen, I've been there before. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Marcus Lam. I started my dropshipping career when I was 20 years old in my college dorm, and at the time, TikTok wasn't around. No TikTok shop, none of this stuff. So I was one of the early to mid dropshippers, and I started finding products from AliExpress, but I used Facebook ads to scale. Ended up scaling a product to millions of dollars using Facebook and Google ads, and I lost it all because I couldn't handle the back end, which is the fulfillment and customer service side of things. So yeah, that huge win actually brought me to one of the lowest points in my life, and because I upped my lifestyle and everything was all glamour, it was just so hard because I got into debt from scaling these winning products. And the biggest takeaway from that era of my life is that you need to have solid customer service foundation, not just for your customers that come in, but for the fulfillment side, the customers that come into your store actually buy from you. You gotta make sure that you deliver a pristine customer journey experience, because if you can take care of one customer, you'll be able to take care of thousands, which is exactly why high-ticket e-commerce completely changed the trajectory of my life. Instead of partnering up with suppliers that don't have the same native tongue as you, you could find suppliers in your local market and resell for them as a affiliate, or you could have wholesale margins of up to 30% take-home profit. So if you can master these 3 elements that I'm about to go into full detail with you, you will be able to replicate these results in any niche for your e-commerce stores. And I promise by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it. I mean, this is the same business model that my students Khalid and Muhammad used to scale over to $100,000 in just 2 months into our coaching program. So if you want to be able to do the same, listen up and pay close attention. If you just put this video in the background, I promise this information is not going to stick and it's not going to work. So I need you to get a notebook out and lock in for the next couple of minutes. Now, before you go scrolling away, because I know a lot of you guys have lizard brains, I know you're probably thinking, where do we find these high ticket products to sell? Or why would these high ticket suppliers give us resale permission to sell for them? Simple. These suppliers and brands don't have to pay advertising agencies or deal with their customers. All the suppliers have to worry about is building their product and shipping it. They don't want to deal with advertising and customer service, which creates a gap in the market space for us to take over. Think about it like this. In business, there are 4 chains of commands that must be catered to in order for your business to thrive: sales, marketing, fulfillment, and product. If you lack any of these 4 pillars, your business will not last more than 1 year. Now, for a supplier or manufacturer that's building out their product, they prefer to focus on fulfillment and product so that the customer is happy with the order and will continue to buy from them. What they don't want to do is understand the Google Ads strategy and everything in between, because they're so caught up in the product and fulfillment side of things, which is exactly why there's a gap in the space. Because if we can handle the sales, we can handle the marketing, the future looks bright. Now, before I go into in depth how to work and negotiate with these dropship friendly US suppliers, let us talk about what high ticket dropshipping is in the first place. You see, in the world of e-commerce, there are 2 business models known as high ticket dropshipping and low ticket dropshipping. In essence, it is born from the same business model of dropshipping, but has two completely different approaches. For example, in order for you to make $5,000 in revenue for your low ticket dropshipping store selling a $50 item, you will need to make 100 orders. Whereas if you want to sell on a high ticket dropshipping store, you can make one sale for $5,000 and have the same amount of profits. More profits, less orders, which is exactly why it was a win-win for me when I discovered it, especially when my low ticket dropshipping business started falling and crumbling. So at scale, what I learned was low ticket dropshipping is just simply a lot to handle. At the end of the day, we want to build legitimate businesses. We want to be able to build businesses that actually solve people's problems and actually provide good customer experience. And you're simply not going to be able to do that by selling from your traditional AliExpress models. And I know even gurus out there that are selling dropshipping courses are still just now meeting their suppliers in person, going to China and just understanding how all the fulfillment is going out. You don't want to do that. That's a lot of work to learn the language of someone completely from a foreign nation, and you're going to go ahead and it's a lot, right? And especially once you have that, you have tons of orders that you have to handle. It's not the most sustainable business model, especially for a beginner. And not only that, a lot of the products that you sell on your traditional AliExpress low ticket dropshipping stores can be found on places like Amazon, Etsy, or even eBay with one-day shipping time. So you have to ask yourself, if your customer can get the same product from a trusted vendor like Amazon with one-day shipping time, why on earth would they buy from your no-name website that they've never heard of with 3-week shipping times? They're not. And that's why this business model no longer works. And anybody that's preaching that, anybody that's trying to teach that is obviously out of their damn mind. So we don't partner with junk China suppliers, but instead with a US-based supplier that has been around for 30, 40, and sometimes even 100 years. And for this particular example, we specifically applied it to the electric bike niche. We are targeting expensive products so that we could take home maximum profits per sale. Now, in order for you to find suppliers that are worthwhile and truthfully speaking, just worth your time, this is exactly what I want you to do. Go to wayfair.com and look for all of the niches and the types of products that this 9-figure high ticket e-commerce brand is selling. Now, I want to point out very clearly that we are not trying to build the next Wayfair. We are simply taking a piece of their $1 trillion pie, and the way we're going to do it is by building a high ticket e-commerce store. Now, in order for you to have a successful store, you need to have the right suppliers. And in order for you to have the right suppliers, you must decide on a winning niche. I know you guys will be asking me in the comments down below, Marcus, what is the best niche to get into in 2024? And here's exactly what I'm going to say. There are a plethora of niches out there that will help you make thousands of dollars every single month. But the key is to find one particular niche that you resonate with. And there are suppliers that are unique to the market space, meaning if there's one dropshipping supplier that's dropshipping it with 200 other dropshippers, then that supplier is naturally more saturated. So naturally, you want to find suppliers that have about 10 dealers or more in their dropship programs. They're not the most openly available, but they have it existing. And that means there's space for you to compete. And then most importantly, you have to have some form of resonation, because it's going to be easier to make that sale when you do get the customers on the line. You're going to have them over the phone. They're going to be asking you about the product that you're selling. You should ideally know what your product is. For example, I'm a man, I'm a dude, I don't know much about beauty products. If my customers were to ask me about makeup, I would be just clear blank. So that's a perfect example. You should have some form of resonance with your niche. Now, in order for you to find suppliers, what you could do is search for the product type and the word dealer program after the word. So for example, sauna dealer program, and you'll be able to have a list of all of the sauna vendors that have dealer or dropship programs readily available for you to resell from their catalog. Ideally, you want to find suppliers that already have dealer programs going on, and you're just adding on to their chain of command simply by advertising on their brand's marketing and by ranking for the relevant branded search term. And if you want to see a particular niche or market that is worth your time, I highly recommend using tools Ahrefs, SEMrush, and Google Keyword Planner so that you could dissect and figure out the keyword search volume of a particular keyword. Search demand is super important because the demand will determine the pocket of audience that will buy from you. So what do I mean by this? So every single keyword, you want to look at it as like a digital real estate. Every single keyword has people searching that specific word, and there's a certain monthly amount of people searching for that word. So let's just say we want to target the keyword Samsung TV 36-inch. So in this pocket of audience, there's about 1,000 people that are searching for that specific Samsung TV 36-inch keyword. Our job in marketing is to use purchase intent marketing, or what I like to call the funnel strategy, because what the funnel strategy is that it will help you identify and target that specific keyword so that you could tap into that pocket of audience. Why is that important? Because if you find someone that is searching for a Samsung TV 36-inch, they're most likely looking to buy a Samsung TV 36-inch. So if you just show up for what they are looking for, you present the product when they are looking for it, you now have a pocket of audience, a pocket of warm leads that are looking to buy from you every single month consistently. Do you understand why this is a cash flow printing machine? Because not many people know how to use Google Ads, not many people know how to search, not many people know how to rank specifically for these search terms, and you, my friend, just unlocked something very special, because the funnel strategy is basically what I want you to imagine from the world of marketing. People in the world of marketing, you guys know what a funnel is, and at the top of the funnel you have people at the more aware stage, and at the bottom of the funnel you have people that are pretty much ready to buy. So most beginners in any e-commerce store always start off targeting people at the top of the funnel, which I don't know why, because if you were to start a brand new store, you want to target people with the highest purchase intent, because that's where you want your dollars to go. You want to target people that know about you or know about the brand that they're buying from. You want to tap into warmer pockets of audiences that have high purchase intent. So for the example that I just gave you, an example of a top of the funnel keyword would be living room TV, because at the core of it, living room TV is someone that's interested in a living room TV, but they don't know if it's Samsung, they don't know if it's a 36-inch, they just know they want a living room TV. However, if you target someone that's searching for the keyword Samsung TV 36-inch and you present to them a 36-inch TV from your vendor that is Samsung, you will now be able to have the highest possibility, the highest probability of converting a sale. I know that might be a complicated concept to wrap your head around, and I promise you could learn a lot more about this marketing strategy to the T inside our free course, but the last thing you need to build a successful long-term e-commerce store is to focus on your customer service. You see, I'm willing to bet that most dropshipping gurus in the YouTube space let this one fly over their heads, meaning nobody talks about how to handle the customer experience once you do get the orders. Everyone's just got their private supplier or private network, private vendors, but just because you get hundreds of thousands of dollars of orders doesn't mean you'll be able to handle hundreds of thousands of dollars of orders at scale for a long period of time. The only e-commerce player that does it right to the core is Amazon, and you can see the success of Amazon based off of their positive customer experience. Now, if you want to up your customer service in the dropshipping game, you actually have to be able to manage the amount of orders. So you see, when you're scaling products to $500,000 months, $1 million months, you're gonna have so much orders backed up, so much logistics and fulfillment that you will have to worry about in the back of your mind. And at one point, you are trading away your 9 to 5 to slave away for a 24/7, and that is simply not it. We need to build solid foundations by taking care of one customer order at a time, developing good, positive customer experience so that they become converting customers, and not only that, they will become word of mouth transfers and pretty much tell their friends and family about it, and they will be referred to you, and that is how you build something long term. Now, in order for you to provide a good customer service experience, it's actually quite straightforward. When a customer emails you or contacts you about their inquiry or like a purchase they made on your store, you want to set yourself up with a 1-800 number. You want to set yourself up with a live chat on your store so that your customers just have an easy point of contact to contact you. And so we're just doing the due diligence of what a real business should do, right? Which is the beauty of high ticket e-commerce, because now when your customer has a problem with their order, let's say they're waiting for a tracking number or they just don't know what's going on, you respond to them immediately, you nurture them, you continue to build that rapport with your customers. You're gonna come back and buy from, because nobody in the space is doing this. Nobody is giving a shit about their customer service. Nobody is giving a crap about how to precisely lean target their ads. And if you follow this to a T, you will be able to have organized systems, operations, VAs, and just a whole entire team that will actually build you a passive income printing machine. So instead of worrying about thousands of orders at scale and keeping thousands of clients happy from your fun low ticket dropshipping store, why not just stress about one client that's going to give you thousands of dollars? Why not just focus on a few high paying clients that are willing to give you thousands of dollars per order just to take care of the same thing? And at this point of my career, I have scaled high ticket dropshipping stores to the moon and above. I have documented with my business partner a completely free course that will show you and give you the right information to get your first high ticket sale. So if you want access to that, that's in the link down below. But we also have a very special offer for you today where we're accepting 5 students this month to apply to become our student. If you are looking for one-on-one mentorship, if you're looking for a helping hand, you have some starting capital and you want to do it the right way, I highly suggest to go and fill in the form down below. But if you don't have those funds yet, which I totally understand, just go ahead and do yourself a favor. Just check out that free course. There's in my link in bio. It's in my YouTube channel. It's in school. You have no reason to not be able to change your life. It's just completely up to you now. And with that being said, make sure if you guys find value in today's video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see y'all in the next one.